Well, wasn't that a performance and a half? I just finished rewatching the game, watched it last night as well, and I've just got a few things to say. It was anyone's game. I think it should be said that both teams were pretty toothless in attack. I was in no Danny Ings, and Jamie Vardy looked very off it. And Saints were started the game trying to force an early goal, but they just ran out of energy so quick. They were trying to force it, rushing and just getting caught out every opportunity. I feel like Leicester came into the game with the exact same game plan, trying to force an early goal, and both teams like two repels on a magnet. I have to say this, the amount of times we tried a long ball over the top for Walcott and Che to run down onto. Now I understand they're both quick forwards, but they're not that quick. Jack Stevens was a culprit for the majority. He'd get the ball at the back and he'd just rush it over the top and it would go out of play or go straight back to big old Schmeichel in goal. It just wasn't good enough. There was no cohesion. There was no movement off the ball in order to generate that chance. And it was just really tiring seeing the same old thing. There was just no plan B. I like seeing Diallo in the starting lineup. Diallo's earned starting place after his few performances. And he played very well. Diallo was very, very good. I'm very pleased to have him. I said this in my last video, but Diallo was class. He was really good. Standout player today, just like Armstrong. But I'll get into the player ratings a bit later on. What I want to talk about is the lineup. So Diallo and Ward-Prowse in the middle. Same back line we've always had. McCarthy in goal. Happy with that. Midfield, it was Will Smallbone. In the centre, James Ward-Prowse and Diallo. Like Diallo. On the right, Stewie Armstrong. Armstrong's a key player, so underrated for us. And then up front was Che Adams and Theo Walcott. Will Smallbone hasn't played enough. To bring him into a game like this, good, I guess. Good experience for him to come up against Leicester. I think he played alright. And considering both our wingers, Gineppo and Redmond, are both out, it was good. I think he's our strongest option. I would rather have seen him in there over Nathan Tella. Played well, a few decent balls in, good movement off the ball, good passing. Was very confident in his ability, which is very good. I have to praise Diallo. Diallo played really, really well. What changes could you make running out of players at this rate? It's probably the best of what we could do with our very depleted squad. Now, we're coming to the 27th minute. Mark Albrighton's down the wing, crosses it in. Jack Stevens boots it out. Remember the midfielder's name it went to. He just slotted it in behind for Maddison. Jack Stevens, again with the defence, just no conviction. They were too scared to make a foul. Diallo wasn't. Obviously he got booked early on, but the defenders need to be ruthless. They need to be able to get in front of the player and let them run into them. I imagine if Yannick Vestergaard was there, Maddison wouldn't even have got to the ball. It would have gone out of play, or McCarthy would have collected it, because Vesto would have just stood there and Maddison would have just bounced off him. The fact that it was Stevens, he let him run onto him. They were shoulder to shoulder. And yeah, it was a very good finish from James Maddison into the roof of the net. No keepers stopping that. It was a good finish. Didn't understand his celebration though. Kind of like a socially distanced celebration. He was like shooing the Leicester players away, and then he was just like handshake in the air. I don't get it. Maybe it's an inside joke that Leicester fans go crazy for. Who knows? If you're a Leicester fan and you're watching this, tell me what that meant. I was a bit confused. And Saints were then chasing the game. But like I said, it was anyone's game up until that point. Ryan Bertrand had a good opportunity at the other end as well. James Ward-Prowse, lovely through ball, gets it through to Ryan Bertrand. Somehow he's playing up front, but he's got there. And Kasper Schmeichel just clips it with his thumb, I think, and it just goes over the bar. But it just shows that Kasper Schmeichel, just like his dad, like a fine wine or a fine cheese, just gets better with age. That was the first half, really. So on to the second half. More overhead balls. Everyone's a little bit more tired. What more can you say? I think everyone's favourite moment of the second half was Ryan Bertrand's shove.
Watch out!
I mean, that's just quality. Leicester in our heads, living rent-free, losing the game, chasing a 1-0 lead is just not what you want to be doing at that point. In a few chances at the other end, I said this earlier in the video, just Jamie Vardy looks so off form. I mean, there was a moment where he heads the ball and then just screams into the air. It's like, cheers, thanks Jay, excellent one. I mean, Willie Smallbone, he had a chance at one end, finessed it with his right foot, going top bins, Kasper Schmeichel saves it easily. There was a chance, it was offside, but it should have been a penalty in my opinion. There was a moment where Shane Long's like strangled down to the floor because he was offside. He was nowhere near the ball. The ball was headed back into play where someone onside could have finished it. I know this is a football cliche to say that the referee was against you, but in this game, referee had done so much bootlicking, it could come down with leather poisoning. It was unbelievable. Che Adams could be running through on the box and Soyuncu could just cut his hand off and the ref would just give a free kick to Leicester. Leicester's second goal, that man, Jack Stevens, a nice forward pass when there's no defenders back, straight into the feet of the Leicester player who plays it through to Harvey Barnes and bang, we all know what happened next.
Now Harvey Barnes. Oh, is it?
I think we've got to do player ratings now. So, McCarthy did what he could, made a few fantastic saves. Give him a 7, he done alright. Stopped it from being more, I suppose. Ryan Bertrand, played well, good forward pass and good effort on goal, probably give him a 6. Jack Stevens gave away the second goal and a lot of his forward passing really didn't come off, so probably give him a 5. Jan Bednarak did what he could, again, probably a 6. Just a little bit better than Jack Stevens. Carl Walker-Peters, again, show him why we bought him. He's an unbelievable player, so tricky. I wouldn't want to be up against him, so I'd probably give Carl Walker-Peters a 7. Will Smallbone, good effort on goal, couple of good passes, probably a 6. And Lundaloo replaced him. Don't know where Lundaloo was playing. He got a cheeky nutmeg at some point, held off the ball quite well. I remember he ran from left wing all the way to right back, just carrying the ball, looking for a pass. He's supposed to be a striker. I don't know what he's doing there. Probably give him a 6 as well. At midfield, James Ward-Prowse and Diallo. Ward-Prowse could have been a good assist for Bertrand. Good pass, probably a 7 there. Diallo, a 7 as well. His replacement, Jan Valery. Valery was awful, give him a 5. Stewie Armstrong, probably a 7. Good that he played the full match. Adams came off for Shane Long. But Che, I think he had 1 shot on target in the first half, so probably a 6. Shane Long provides absolutely nothing and has provided nothing since way back when, and so I'll probably give him a 5. Theo Walcott, dribbling, technical ability, awareness, probably give him a 6 as well. Look forward to our next game. It was a hard game anyway. I was expecting a point, but on the bright side, Saints fans, there's one thing to look at. I thought of this last night. Would you rather have gotten the win at Liverpool and lost here tonight? Right? Or would you rather have lost at Liverpool and won here tonight? You know, at the end of the day, we've got to count our blessings and still in the top half of the table. But yeah, it was a hard game, really hard game. We've got Shrewsbury next on Tuesday night. Hopefully we can get a bit of confidence back from that game. I'm not underestimating the Shrews in any way. I'm just thinking maybe we can get a few goals and go into the Arsenal game with a bit of confidence. Hopefully Danny's back by that point as well. So we should have a bit of a stronger team going into that one. Maybe recover some of our old form. Probably predict a draw for that one as well, but look forward to my next video previewing that. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Up the Saints. Hope to see you again soon. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. It's been Cammy Saint, and come on, you Reds.